Hello and welcome to a new video from Cafime. I am currently at the First Look event by Samsung and would like to introduce you to the new 2024 OLED TVs. This year there are 3 series, and let's start from the bottom. Here we have the SD series, which we have in a 65-inch variant. The various sizes and specifications may still change a bit, but the sizes for this model will likely be 55, 65, and 77 inches, and possibly even 48 inches. More on that later. And this device is then based on a OLED display from LG Display. And here there are only minor compromises. So the device has a bit less brightness compared to the higher end models, and also has, in quotes, a maximum refresh rate of 120 Hz instead of 144 Hz. And yet, here is an extremely slim panel which has a continuous chassis at the back. And this is also the distinguishing feature, where one can say, here we have the SD series with side-mounted connections, HDMI 02.01, and of course, everything is included. Then we move on to the SD series, here now in the 65-inch variant, right here. Here we have integrated Samsung's QD OLED display technology, which corresponds to high color brilliance, even at high luminance levels, meaning high brightness. And in the direct comparison between these OLEDs and QD OLEDs, you can really see here, I would say, with the red tint or the blue tint, green tint, that even though it is very bright, the color is still conveyed very well. On the back here, the design is actually similar to last year's devices. Let's make this a bit brighter here, if possible. Yes, can you see this? Super flat. Flush OLED display right here also. All the connections on the TV. And here we also have a model with 83 inches. I suspect that this one will also be included in the D series due to its design. Here we also have the WOLED panel, but I think without MLA, so without micro lens array. However, to make it a bit brighter at the back, we see again this flush design, and also all the connections on the other side. Exactly, so this device, then again the question, maybe there are also differences regarding the refresh rate. I believe it will also be 144 Hz, but perhaps with a bit less brightness due to the large display size. And then we have the absolute highlight model this year, the S95D, here in the 77-inch variant. And yes, what can we say? Now we can of course ask, are there any advantages compared to last year's model? At least I can think of only 2 right now, which is absolutely sufficient because the device was really top-notch last year. And here we take a quick look at the back again to see how it looks from behind. We can see that the top model is always defined by the SiBone Connect box, which is included here. And this device, you can maybe see it a little bit here, has received an additional matte coating. It doesn't look so good here, but that's also because there is a bright OLED shining here. And the QD OLEDs were indeed very low in reflection regarding the anti-reflective coating, and actually set the standard in this area. So it simply means that contrast, color representation, and so on remain intact, even if there are very bright light sources present in the room. And that is actually very untypical for an OLED. And when you look at this OLED here on the left, and a dark scene comes on, you can see how everything reflects. As I said, here it is improved again. I can show you that over there right now, or show it better. And exactly that has been improved, and the device also has 144 Hz. Of course, HDMI 2.1. AMD. FreeSync Premium Pro is also one of the few devices on the market, and this device is approximately 20% brighter than last year's model, the S95C. Now, let's take a look at this anti-glare feature. Samsung calls it anti-glare. Here we have the previous year's model, the C series. And here, as we now go directly in front of the device, we can still see that it truly has excellent anti-reflection properties. But there are still some individual elements. For example, here the light source, so this, let's say, fake window is already very bright. And if we look here, for example, at how it reflects at the edge, then yes, it can still be distracting if you have a lamp or something like that. Let's take a look at the device from the front again, also with excellent anti-reflection. Only if an intense light were on the TV would those detailed reflections no longer be present, making them significantly less distracting. Of course, if you were to set it up like that and then look at it from such an angle, you also have to make sure that the TVs are correctly placed in the room. So here is the improvement of this model. As mentioned, everything is subject to change. The sizes may change again and perhaps the specifications as well. And here we have a bit of future music, or rather, not so much of the future anymore, because these devices are likely to be released this year as well. At least the 48-inch model has been suggested to us, and it is very likely to come. A 48-inch OLED TV. We don't know which series it will be. It could be in the ERD or D series. But here it is also about AWLED display, and here is the 42-inch model, which may also come to the German-speaking region, but it is not guaranteed. It could also be for specific markets only. Again, this is a WLED with 120 Hz. That was the OLED section from Samsung. For me personally, it has always been quite the highlight. And now I think I'm going to head over to the 8K devices and the other new products and try to shoot a suitable video for that. More information on our website at Cafe Medi. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, give us a thumbs up, comment, and feel free to visit us on our website. See you later.